Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today I have a new video. You're looking at some products, and I'll tell you about them in just a minute. So this is a brand I've never done any videos for before, and I found one of their products in the store, and I decided to try it, and it's pretty good as a snack if you're looking for more savory snacks, because most people opt for sweet ones, and I tend to like both, but it's always nice to have more options. So this brand is called Seapoint Farms, and I will have a link below to their website so you can check out all that they offer. So right now you're looking at two of their products. One is their dry roasted edamame. They also do frozen edamame. I think they do fresh. Edamame is soybeans. And the one that you're looking at is with sea salt. They also do other flavors, and some are not ones that I prefer to consume. Either they're spicy or have other ingredients I don't want. And then the other product is called their Mighty Little Lentils, where it's a snack. They're both snack items, and that's a lot of protein. And I'll talk about each one and sample them as well. So the lentil one also, that's just with salt, and they also do other varieties of that as well. So you can check that out on their website. They also do edamame spaghetti and fettuccine. They've expanded to other products. I haven't tried those yet, and that's something more involved with a recipe. I don't know that I'll be doing that, but you could check out. And that's just the one ingredient. And they're also doing some snacks with seaweed. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that was it. But they have, like I said, different kinds of edamame that they're selling. So first I'll talk to you about the edamame. And I think this company, I've read, they've been around since, I think, in the 90s, late 90s, they started bringing edamame. So they say here on the package that I'm looking at, that's just for reference in the video, so you could look at that. It's a healthy heart snack. It has 70% less fat and 40% more protein than peanuts. That's the edamame. This one, it says, enjoy life, eat well, good source of protein. So it has 130 calories per a third of a cup, which is a serving. And it says there's 4 servings per container. It's got 14 grams of protein, which is 20% of the daily value, and it's a 4-ounce resealable package, which is nice. It's also gluten-free, it's kosher, it's non-GMO project verified. And what they say about this, it's, if you don't know how to pronounce it, it's pronounced edamame, which is plant-based protein, as I said. It contains all the essential amino acids, naturally cholesterol-free, contains no trans fats. It says these nutty and crunchy roasted green gems are great as a healthy snack, a salad topper, or just add them to your yogurt or favorite trail mix. Seapoint Farms believes that you can enjoy snacking without sacrificing taste or nutrition. It says diets low in saturated fat and cholesterol, I meant to say, and as low as possible in trans fat, may reduce the risk of heart disease. It says that's why not enjoy these dry roasted edamame as part of your daily snacking. And a little bit more about the nutritional information that I didn't share with you here. It also says carbs is 9 grams, dietary fiber is 6. So if you're someone who's concerned about too much carbs, the way to figure that out is the higher the fiber, then you subtract that from the carbs, so it's only 3 net carbs. And again, protein's very high, 14 grams for a third of a cup. 4% calcium, 15% iron, it's high in iron, and 10% potassium, that's in the one serving. And the ingredients here are just soybeans and sea salt. That's it. Nothing else is in the product. So in case you've never seen what edamame looks like, I'm just holding this package up closer so you can see their green color, and you can see that if you've ever bought edamame. So I'm going to open these up and try some, and I'll show you what they look like in the camera here. I'll just take some out of the bag, or I'll take one out of the bag so you can see it up close. If you can see that, what it looks like, and I'm going to go ahead and try it. They're crunchy, not high. The salt is, let's see, salt, I should say sodium from the sea salt. It says it's 6% for a third of a cup, but it doesn't taste that salty. If you want to balance out the salt mark, excuse me as I'm crunching, you can eat it, or add it, I should say, to something else. Let's say you have rice or like a salad, you throw some of those in, so it gives it a little flavor because of the salt. If you're not using salt in your salad, but they're tasty. Definitely a nice snack. I mean, you could add it, like they say, to trail mix. With also other nuts, maybe in seeds or something that aren't seasoned. So then you can add this and have a balance. But I like the taste. I would probably put it also, you know, let's see, on top of like, or in the soup. The soup might be nice, kind of like an alternative to croutons. They have a little crunch in there, but they are nice. Having a little salt gives it a little flavor. And they are roasted, so that gives it a nice taste. So, yeah, they are nice and tasty. So, that's a really good option. And again, they're also, you know, they don't have to be refrigerated, so they're not perishable. They're great for traveling. Great for the kids. You put them in their lunchbox, or give them a bag to take to school. They are bigger type bags, and they're 4 ounces. So now the other one is their Mighty Little Lentils, and this is interesting. A product I've never had anything like this prepared this way. So, and also if I didn't say that about the edamame, they are vegan because it's a bean. So in case you didn't know that. So this one is actually a 5-ounce bag. And this is what this package looks like a little more closer. It's a pink color. It might not look the same when you're looking at it in the camera. The bag of the edamame is red, and that one's more like a pink, like a rosy pink. And again, also gluten-free, non-GMO product verified, kosher. The other one was a product of China. It was edamame, and the lentils are a product of the USA. It says also good source of fiber, 5 grams of plant-based protein, allergen-friendly. Let's see what else it says here. It says that sometimes bigger isn't better. Behold the Mighty Little Lentil, everyone's superhero snack. I like lentils, so, you know, let's see what it's all about. We're taking this nutritional powerhouse and we've taken a variety of delicious, bold flavors. So like I said, they have a lot of other flavors, and the other ones are not ones that I particularly would care to try, so I'm sticking with just this one. Since our artisan crafted small batches of lentils are truly sustainable, versatile, and nutrient rich. You could have them on your salads, your trail mix, eat them out of the bag. It says, so hop on the lentil train, enjoy life and eat well. That's their tagline. So yeah, it's nice too. Again, this is also another bean. So not as high in protein as edamame, but again, in a salad, on a trail mix, again in a soup too, is kind of like an alternative crouton. Out of the bag, however you wish. Now I'm just was finishing chewing up the edamame, and they do have the skins on them, so you might occasionally have that come off. It just came off, and here it is on my finger. I felt it in my mouth, and it wasn't chewing. So, you know, the body, it's amazing how the body knows. If it's something that doesn't seem like it's going to chew, you want to spit it out. So I just took that out of my mouth. Okay, now getting back to the lentils. So here it says there's 4.5 servings per container, quarter cup serving, 150 calories. Total fat is 8 grams. I didn't mention the fat on the edamame. Edamame said it was 5 grams of fat, and saturated is 0.5 on both of them. Sodium content is 5% per serving for the lentils. Total carbs is higher. It's 15 grams of carb and 5 of dietary fiber, so that's 10 grams of net carbs. Protein is only 5 grams in this one. Iron is 6% and potassium is 4%. Ingredients in here are a little bit different than the others. And then the other one, it's lentils, safflower oil, and or sunflower oil, so one or the other, and pink Himalayan salt. Now I don't know why with the lentils you need the oil as opposed to with the not with the edamame, so I don't know the answer. Now on here they give you instructions, but it's funny how they have the tear tab across. They say enjoy, easy pour cut on dotted line, meaning they're telling you to cut it from here down to here, so it's not all the way open, but I just opened the whole thing. I don't have a scissor on me, and it's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so to show you what these look like, and they do look like lentils, and they're a little more oily in the bag. I could see that. Wow, it's really, compared to the other ones, they're quite oily, so I don't know about handling them with my hand. I could, I guess, take them out. They're going to be a little different, oily, so I can try to show that to you in the camera. That's what they look like. Oh yeah, definitely much different than the edamame. They do have a crunch, but they're more almost like you'd say like popcorn, as far as, because usually popcorn has oil in it. Maybe I could take some out. My hands are going to be a little oily now, but that's what it looks like. Definitely quite different. This one actually tastes a little more salty. I don't know if it's because the sides of the lentils are smaller, but and they do use pink Himalayan salt, whereas the other one says it's sea salt. So this is a little different. But it has a nice taste, but it's a little bit oily for me. I'm not used to, I don't really use too much oil myself. So, but it's interesting. I would probably put this with something plain, like on top of rice, like plain rice or something. Or in a salad. Like I said, it's a little bit unexpected, the flavor, but I didn't know what I was expecting, so I guess these are, I don't know how they make these if it's dry roasted as well, because they're not hard. You know, like when you take lentils out that are dry and you're going to cook them, you don't eat them, you would never eat them that way. So on this it doesn't tell you how they make them, but again, interesting. Honestly, I don't know if I'd buy the lentils again, but I would buy the edamame. But you know, you never know. Or maybe if I put it with something, I might like it better than just by itself. Not that it tastes bad. It's just the oil like that by itself, because it's excuse me, I'm all choked up. Pardon me. Just the oiliness. I don't know. For me, if it's so much, what it would work. Sorry, I don't have any water near me, but that's okay. I'm better now. So those are the two products for today. And again, I don't know if I'll be doing any other videos with them, but who knows? Maybe if they come up with some new products. So again, this is the products from Seapoint Farms. It's their dry roasted edamame and their mighty little lentils. And I thank you for watching. It's the Ross, the Vegan Gal.